Hello friends, and welcome back to my little channel. As you can probably tell again by the title and probably the thumbnail as well, unless your thumbnail has been taken away from you, if you know what I'm talking about. Anyway, this is a Seasons build. The new Seasons expansion pack has just come out. I think it was June 22nd, maybe 21st, and I wanted to do a fun little speed build for it. It's been a little bit since it's been released. Obviously, I'm not like a full-time YouTuber or anything like some of the people, and so you know, I've been trying to keep to my I think I've been doing twice a month upload so far, so it's been a while, but I just didn't want to like whatever. So yeah, it's been a little bit, but it's finally coming out now, so that's exciting. Anyway, the build that I'm doing, it kind of matches the Seasons like aesthetic, but it's kind of a little bit different, which I thought was fun. It's more like a modern kind of thing. Once you get into the actual furnishings of the house, it almost reminds me of like a lodge. Like it looks like it should be like a lake house that you like rent out or something. I don't know. I don't know if anybody else understands what I'm talking about, but that's just kind of the vibe that I get. But the initial like house building aspect of this is actually a picture that I saw from this Twitter account. I'm gonna try to find it and see if I can, you know, give them credit where credit is due. I found this picture a long time ago though, so I don't know if I'll be able to find the original post. If not, I'll probably just link the account itself, and just so that, you know, they're there. But yeah, it's a really cool picture. In the original picture that I saw, there wasn't actually glass roofing. It was just kind of that overhang, and you know, it's a little bit different. But I decided to do the greenhouse up there because obviously with Seasons, if you've been watching, the new cool thing with Seasons, or one of the new cool things with Seasons, is that we can have the glass roofs, and it's primarily for what's it called? What is it called? Oh my gosh. Greenhouses. I wanted to say glass houses, but I was like, I know that's not the right answer. So yeah, it's primarily for greenhouses, but yeah, it looks really cool anyway. So I made the greenhouse on that second floor because I thought it would look really cool. And I don't know, I think it's an interesting house. I've never really done anything like this. I don't tend to do these kind of like very like modern, like cantilever? I don't know. The things where it like hangs over the edge and stuff. I'm not like an architect or anything. These are just words that I've heard before, so if I'm saying them wrong, I apologize. But yeah, I don't usually do houses like this, but I thought it was pretty fun. So now we're going to go around, and we already did the, what's it called, all the painting and stuff like that on the outside. So now we're just going to go ahead and do windows. I kind of mixed modern and some of the more like traditional looking windows that came with the Seasons pack. This house is kind of interesting because I kind of like mixed a bunch of styles. Like I didn't really stick to just modern or just more like traditional family house kind of style. So yeah, I thought that was kind of fun. I enjoyed the house. I hope you enjoy it as well. I tried to kind of step out of my box, I guess. Anyway, now we're going on to the yard, I guess. It's kind of like a courtyard. It's not the backyard because it's obviously in the front. So it's like the front yard, but it's not a front yard because there's a pool. So whatever you would call it, it's that. I put a pool in there. It's a pretty big sized pool. And then now we're going ahead and adding in some outside furniture. I go ahead and I add the umbrella. It's kind of weird because it didn't fit that well. But then I ended up deciding that it was okay to have it through the fence, which in real life that would be like a pain in the butt to do. But I just, you know, it's The Sims. Sometimes you just do things, and yeah. Anyway, it worked. We're going to go ahead and put in some tiles here, and then in a little bit you'll see that we add in what's it called? A barbecue and a like dining set, outdoor dining, which I thought is kind of cool. I know personally at my parents' house, there's like a pretty good sized courtyard, and my parents have like an outdoor dining set and almost never eat out there. So I don't know if people really like eat out in outdoor dining sets as often as really should, but you know, it looks cool, so I put it in there. And then I of course wanted to put some of the like new season's outdoor stuff in as well, but they didn't really fit in the courtyard, so I ended up putting them in the back, like kind of the backyard I guess, but there's not really any fencing or anything. It doesn't fit in like perfectly, but I ended up putting the scarecrow like underneath another tree, and yeah, I thought it was kind of cool. Anyway, we're just going to go ahead and add in some plants. I added a ton of plants into this build because, first of all, seasons came with a lot of plants, and I felt like it just kind of, it mixed, you know. So now we're just going to go around and landscaping. Go around and landscape, sorry. That wasn't very good speaking. I'm doing this kind of early in the morning, so I'm like a little bit weird. Sorry. Yeah, so we're doing some landscaping. Right now, when we're doing all the outdoor stuff, I have the build sped up more. I have it sped up at 8 times, which is what iMovie allows you to do. It's usually, I think, 2 times, 4 times, 8 times, or 20 times, which 20 times is kind of ridiculous. And 4 times, I usually like to do 4 times, so it's not super fast, but I have a lot of footage for this video because it took me quite a while. So for the landscaping and outdoor stuff, I have it sped up to 8 times, and then once we get to like the actual furnishing and stuff, I slow it down just a little bit. So yeah, if you like that or don't like that or whatever, let me know, because I'm still kind of figuring out this YouTube thing. Anyway, while this is going on, I'm just going to talk about some other stuff because this video is pretty long, and if I talked about the build for a whole, I think it's like 19 minutes, it'd probably be pretty boring. Anyway, so I graduated high school about 2 years ago, and I'm not like a huge Facebook person, like I don't really go on it too much, but sometimes it's nice because like most of my older family uses it, you know, versus like Twitter or Instagram or whatever, and so it's kind of nice to have it for that, for people that don't have other social medias, I guess. And also I feel like on Facebook people like post more about like life updates and stuff rather than just like tweeting about their day, which is what Twitter I feel like is usually used for, and like Instagram as well. So yeah, it's nice to have Facebook for that kind of stuff. And I'm friends with quite a few people I went to high school with. Not a ton. I wasn't a person who was like super in love with high school. I didn't go to like all the dances or anything like that. I am personally much happier now that high school is over. But yeah, like I said, I do have some high school friends on Facebook and stuff. And I don't know if anybody else has experienced this, but it's super weird because quite a few, okay, I wouldn't say quite a few, maybe like 5 people I knew from high school are getting married already, or already are married. And it's just kind of, I don't know. And I don't mean to sound like if you got married at 19 or 20 or 21 or whatever that it's bad. It's just kind of weird to me. I don't know. It's just very interesting because, you know, I just feel like I'm very young. I don't know. I don't know if anybody else experienced that, but I feel like, you know, I'm in college and I'm doing that. I don't know. It's just weird to me that some people are getting married already, you know. I don't know. And again, I don't mean to make it sound like if you got married young that it's bad or whatever. A lot of people get married very young and are happy. But yeah, if anybody else experiences this, let me know. It's kind of odd. And you know what else was odd? I don't think I've ever talked about this before on my channel, but I have a very long-term boyfriend. We started dating when we were sophomores in high school, and we're still dating. Kind of the point of the story. And so when we graduated high school, we'd been together for I think about 3 years, you know, almost 3 years. And like right when we graduated high school, all these people started asking when or if we were going to get married. And I just remember being like, I'm like 18, you know, like just because I can legally get married doesn't mean I should legally get married, you know. It was kind of weird because nobody said that to me when I was still in high school, you know, and then all of a sudden it was like, so are you going to get married? When are you going to get married? Like, I don't know. And it was like, not anytime soon, you know, because I'm 18. Yeah, I don't know if anybody else experiences that kind of stuff. If you do, you should let me know. And I remember my sister got married when she was maybe like 25-ish. And she's been married for about 3 years now. And I remember we were at the wedding ceremony, and my niece, not her daughter, but a different sister's daughter, she was maybe 6 years old, 7, I think, something like that. and like literally right after the ceremony ended, like we were going to take pictures and stuff, and my niece comes up to me and asks when her aunt, my sister and her husband, her aunt and uncle, are going to have a baby. I was like, are you kidding? Like, I know you're like 6 years old, but she's like, I don't think it's going to be anytime soon. They literally just got married, you know. So yeah, I don't know. It's just kind of a funny thing to talk about. Yeah, let me know if you have any kind of funny stories like that. Anyway, probably should come back to talking about the build. We're moving on to the living room here, and you could probably see with the kitchen and stuff, I tried to make, and the rest of the furnishing honestly, I tried to make most of the furnishing kind of like neutral colors, but they're like really varied neutrals. So like the kitchen, the counters are black and white, which I kind of really liked in this build. I thought it was interesting. And then I added like some kind of brass tones in there and like neutral browns and kind of that orangey brown that came with the pack, you know. It's I don't really know wood types honestly. So I can't be like it's mahogany or it's I don't know any other types of wood. But I don't know what it's called. But I really like the way that looks with like black and white. And then I added in some of the lighter tone woods that came with the pack as well. And yeah, I thought it looked really cool with all of the, like the brick, and then I also added in a little bit of the stone as well. And I don't know, I like it. I also like having kind of the contrast of like the white walls. I thought it was pretty interesting. And then having like lots of plants too. I like this build. I feel like I could see myself living somewhere like this, which obviously I can't afford living anywhere like this currently. But you know, it's okay. Sometimes you don't have, it's, you know, you can dream. Yeah, I really like this build. I really like the brick tones that came with, I think that was the vampire pack, to be honest, which is kind of weird because that color looks nothing like what a vampire would have to me, but I like that they added in that tone because I think it's really cool. And then now we're kind of going around and decorating just a little bit. In the end, this house ended up being 3 bedroom and like 2.5 bath, because the bathroom at the bottom, on the bottom floor, isn't like a full bathroom. It's just kind of like a little mini one, you know. So you don't have to go upstairs to go to the bathroom every time. And then it's 2.5. It's 3 bath. Sorry, I'm having trouble talking today. It's 3 bedroom, but the greenhouse thing. So that's kind of like, if you really wanted to, if you didn't want it to be a greenhouse, you could always make it like a few more bedrooms. You could always do that, or you could make it like a rec room, or you could make it like a really large office, or you could even make it like a business or a studio. I don't know. You could make it really into anything that you would like. So yeah, I think it's kind of a versatile type thing here. And then I think this footage is slightly out of order, but that's okay. It happens sometimes. And then, yeah, we're just going to go around and decorate a little bit. I do really like the curtains that came with this pack. Oh, I should tell you about the pack. I didn't really talk about the pack. That's kind of stupid. I really like the furnishing that came with the pack. I think it's pretty versatile, and I don't know, I think it's interesting. The only thing that I wasn't totally a fan of is some of the armchairs that came with, or like the seating in general, except for the dining room stuff. I like the dining sets, just like the couches. I feel like they kind of look like they belong in like a doctor's waiting room. I don't know if anybody else gets that vibe, but I feel like all of the doctors that I've gone to over my lifetime, they all have those kind of like the wooden arm rests with like the very clean looking cushions and stuff. I don't know if that's just me. Let me know if you get that vibe as well, because I get it pretty strong. But yeah, I just thought it kind of looked like it belongs in like a dentist's office or something like that. But it might just be me. And it is nice that they come with quite a few different colors and patterns as well. Yeah, and I like the different colors that they had in the pack. I feel like it's pretty versatile, and because it's kind of like, I would say kind of family style furnishings, it's pretty, you know, you can use it with a lot of stuff. It's not like the My First Pet stuff, or like, you know, it's not like that kind of pack where it's not very easy to use it all the time, which is nice. Now we're going on and furnishing the bedrooms. I ended up deciding to do, I think I did a toddler boy and a teen girl, which was just kind of, you know, random. That's just what I decided. If you had a family that you wanted to play with that had 2 teen boys, or no, you know, you can do whatever. This is just kind of what I decided to do. It was just kind of random. I do like this bedroom though, with all the big windows. I thought it was kind of cool. And then we have the little curtains, just because it's a little kid, you know. Which actually, now that I think about it, I think you're not supposed to have curtains in children's rooms, because I think it's not necessarily childproof. But, you know, the toddlers in this game don't play in the curtains, so it's okay. But maybe don't hire me in real life as a interior designer, because I really don't think you're supposed to put curtains in a child's bedroom. Anyway, that's why I'm not an interior designer in real life. Anyway, now we're moving on to the other bedroom. It's kind of a weirdly shaped bedroom, honestly, because initially I was just going to do 2 bedrooms. I was going to do like more like a, you know, like a not a family house. I was going to do more like a just like a master bedroom and a guest bedroom, you know, just more like like not a family house. But then I was like, that's stupid, it's seasons, like it's supposed to be about like tradition and family and holidays and stuff. So I was like, I have to make it a family house, you know, with seasons. So I ended up trying to fit in 2 extra bedrooms instead of just the 1. So it is kind of a weirdly shaped bedroom, but it's okay, sometimes it happens. And then I ended up doing kind of a colorful rug in here, which I like, but somebody else might not. So if you don't like it, you can just change it. It's not a big deal. And then we're going to go ahead and add in some curtains here too, because again, privacy. And then the last thing I think we're going to do is, in just a second, we're going to move on to the greenhouse. And then, sorry, I forgot I was supposed to be like kind of reviewing this. The only thing that I'm not quite so happy about in seasons thus far, other than like the little game patches and stuff like that, is that I wish there was some way while you're in build buy mode or something where you could just change the season or change the weather for just a little bit so you can take pictures. Because when I was trying to take screenshots for this build to post, it was raining. And I think it ends up looking kind of cool. Like, it's not that big of a deal. But I just think it would have been nice. It would be nice if we could just, you know, change the weather for just a second. And I know that we have the that, you know, machine thing, which I haven't personally gotten a chance to play with like in game yet. I haven't really played with this pack a ton yet. I've been kind of busy recently. I mentioned it in another video, but I can't remember if it's out yet. That I just moved. I'm going to a 4-year university now, and so I've been kind of busy with all that kind of stuff, so I haven't really gotten a chance to play with the game yet. But yeah, I wish there was just some little way we could change it instantly, because the only way you can do it so far, at least that I know of, is with that machine thing, and you have to have like really high handiness skill, and it doesn't always work, and it's just like a hassle. So I wish we could just change it, you know, just for a picture or whatever, and then move on. But yeah. We're just about getting to the end of this build. I ended up making the greenhouse like tons of plants and stuff because I thought it would look really cool. I ended up hanging some from lights too, which you'll see in just a little bit, I think, which I thought was kind of cool. I think it was Deligracy did that. I'm assuming probably somebody else did it too, but that was just who I saw do it first, you know? So I used the Control 9 key to lift the plants up, and I thought it looked kind of cool, like little hanging pots and stuff. So yeah. Sorry if you can hear that crow, it's pretty loud. We're about to move on to screenshots in just a few moments. So if you have any like suggestions or anything, please let me know. I hope you like this video. I ended up being really pleased with this house at the very end. I thought it was pretty unique. Yeah, so we're going to move on to screenshots in just a second. I hope you enjoy this, and let me know if you have any comments, concerns, or questions. Bye.